So there is something I didn't get a chance to talk about in my earlier ADA video, and this is part of the excitement that led to ADA price moving yesterday. And we are really excited about the potential for Cardano for the future. And what this has brought around is a lot of major optics in the space. People that had disgust towards ADA, oh, gross, I don't want to touch that, have now instead turned into a major embrace. And where we're starting to see a very big embrace is with institutional money. And Grayscale just made another major announcement yesterday. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So Grayscale yesterday announced their quarterly redistribution in some of their funds. And what they did yesterday was in their Grayscale smart contract fund, we actually now saw ADA surge all the way to 18% in this. Now, I believe this was a new addition. Grayscale keeps doing some weird things and renaming of funds. So I believe this now marks 3 different crypto funds that ADA's in. And I've been around long enough to actually watch us fall to the point where ADA was a very small distribution in one fund in terms of Grayscale. So now not only do we have it in 3 existing funds, there is now also a filing for an ADA spot ETF from Grayscale themselves. So what we're starting to see is a pretty big institutional embrace. And this is really just the beginning. Grayscale is kind of the one that kicks things off, that brings more optics to assets in general. And now, again, Cardano is in some pretty major conversations about potential integrations with governments. Obviously, we know there are NDAs in place with certain enterprises that we can't really talk about, and Charles Hoskinson can't really talk about. And people stop asking me about the NDA. I don't know what it is. People saying it's BS. You can't talk about an NDA until the stuff is public, right? I have some NDAs that I'm under that I can never talk about. Okay. That's how NDAs work. They're a non-disclosure agreement. You can't disclose what they are about. All right. Now here's the thing. We have a meeting. I believe it's today. I know it's this weekend, right? And Charles Hoskinson is meeting in Florida with a pretty prominent figure, whoever that may be. We'll leave that up to speculation. But the question is what comes out of this meeting? What can this do for Cardano? And it's some pretty big things. And vice versa. The conversation is what can Cardano do for whoever this person is, whatever this entity may be. And it's some pretty big things. We've seen Cardano take major steps forward in decentralization, in scalability, in speed, in efficiency. This is where all these things are finally starting to come together. All right. People have complained about the long process. They've complained about the big nothing burgers in terms of development. But the problem is you need to have all these things set and ready to go for when you do have major adoption take place, which we may in fact be talking about here in the not so distant future. Now, again, ADA price did react in a positive way to the PCE report, reacted positively to this news. And this is something, again, where, like I talked about in my earlier video, we may start getting a little bit of an ADA bounce here. This may be some of the news that actually starts to separate ADA from the pack, where institutional money can start basically creating billions and billions of dollars worth of inflows into ADA itself. Guys, this is how Cardano really gets off the ground. I'm not saying it's on the ground, but this is where, again, you can start to see major interest in the Cardano blockchain itself. Massive development take place. Not that it's not already going on, because we know that it is, but then Grayscale alone, adoption from the US government or whoever it may be alone, brings even more optics, more adoption. It's the small little wave that can turn into a tsunami. Okay. So there are very exciting things taking place right now in terms of Cardano. You know, we start talking about these multiple dollar price points, $3, $7, $15, $30. This is all how it begins. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. Don't get my words twisted. This is a process. It takes a while to build to this, right? We might be talking about months to years down the road, but the wave is starting nonetheless. The question is are you going to ride it? So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.